before you can become a true
Michael Jackson.
I just feel like you can't just anyway. I don't even know what we're getting at now, but I am saying this whole thing, it's not going to stick. Michael Jackson's going to be back on the radio at some point. He's an icon. It's part of our history.
I also feel that HBO would not have aired this documentary if they didn't think it was airtight and they couldn't get their pantsuit off of him.
But it's like, okay, so you go back in time and you convict Mozart of doing something horrendous, which I'm sure he's done. You're gonna stop playing Mozart?
Well, there's there's no money to be lost.
No money to be gained.
Both.
Someone's losing money, someone else is making it.
I suppose in a sense, but yeah.
You got some big shoes to fill. Michael Jackson just opened up a bunch of spots on the radio. For Cardi B.
Yeah, that's it. Cardi B is going to be skyrocketing after this.
Yeah.
In other music news.
Yeah.
We were talking about Weezer earlier. Weezer put out an album of covers. And I don't think they're very good. I think they're very straight covers where they introduce very little, if anything, new to the song in question. And I think that Blue Album era Weezer would be very disappointed in Teal Album era Weezer.
I believe you're right. I heard one of those covers. First of all, I just want to point out I enjoy the two bits of music news. One of them is just debating whether or not Michael Jackson has molested anybody. And the second one was like, Weezer, I don't care for their new album. It's just covers. Nothing inappropriate about it. It's just like they're too much like the original.
Not as hot button a topic. This one's a little more, just my opinion.
Yeah. I wish that's where it ended too. That was just not a fan of it.
Matthew, I think it's that time of the episode where we rate our burgers.
All right.
Matthew, what did you think of your burger from Gladstone Pub? The double burger with cheese.
I'm pretty ready to give it a pretty good rating.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. I picked it up and it was a little greasy. It's a little messy. Things were kind of sliding out of it, and I think more cheese might have helped.
Okay.
Maybe not such a large piece of greenery. A very large.
Yeah,
piece
there was
of lettuce.
like a single leaf of Boston lettuce.
Yeah, and that didn't help matters very much. A lot of my onions were kind of falling out. Pickles were falling out.
I feel like you were opening and dissecting and looking at that burger quite a bit, even once you'd removed the tomatoes.
Yeah.
Which I was happy to eat. Thank you for those tomatoes, Matthew. They were very good. I noticed you open and move things around a few times.
Yeah, well, the thing about tomatoes is they provide a certain lubrication to the burger, and it really helps the onions, the pickles, all the little accoutrements slide right out of it all the time. And you can't, it's gelatinous. It's like someone has taken a bunch of unborn tadpoles and kind of slapped them into a burger.
Okay.
You know how they're jelly.
Sure. Unborn tadpoles. You could have said like caviar.
Well, that's not tadpole.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's not tadpoles.
No, I guess have you ever held tadpole, like a bunch of tadpole eggs in your hand?
Never.
They're covered by a gooey gel.
Okay.
Very difficult to, move around.
So tomatoes are slimy.
Yes. And anyway, they kind of add a lot of problems. They add a lot of problems to the burger. Anyway,
I left my tomatoes in. There were no problems. Nothing fell out.
Wow. But you're blessed, I guess.
Maybe one piece of onion fell out.
There you go. It begins. Anyway, I picked it up after reconstructing it, took a bite, and I was ready. I got my jaw ready to, do the work of biting into a burger, especially a double burger.
Yes.
You got to be primed for it. And I did it, and I was like biting into butter, soft butter.
Okay.
Not a hard stick of butter. It was like a hot knife through butter were my teeth going into this burger.
So the burger was tender.
So soft. Everything about it was so soft. I was pleasantly surprised because it's been quite a while that happened. It almost tasted like a backyard barbecue burger mixed with a pretty fine restaurant-style burger like this one was. And at $22, I should expect no less.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I like pretty much everything about this burger. I like the way it tasted. It was succulent. It was very juicy. I think we said before that there were no sauces put in, none that we could make out.
Yeah.
But I found it a little too liquidy, a little too juicy. Like my hands were very greasy after every bite. I had to wipe them down.
I did not notice that in my case.
Oh. So I would have liked this burger a lot more if it wasn't as messy. But as far as taste goes, I think it was an A+ burger.
Okay,
it's not really a rating we give it. But
so before you
ready.
give the rating, you're talking about the juiciness. I want to point out one thing that I thought was a nice touch.
Yeah.
I did not expect at Gladstone Pub. Fabric napkin.
Ooh,
Does that help?
No, it does not. I was thinking about that. I forgot to bring it up. Thank you. It makes it much worse.
The cutlery was also quite nice. It looked like it was basically never used.
Yeah, that's always a nice thing. I don't like knowing that people use the cutlery. And I don't like plastic cutlery, so it's very difficult for restaurants to please me. It's the fabric napkins. I like the idea of it, but give me like, put the fabric napkin down, put my utensils, wrap them in it, but then also have some paper napkins that I can grab if I want, because I might want to be messy and I don't want to. I know you're going to wash the napkin and it's going to be fine and you expect it, but
you don't like dirtying a fabric napkin.
Yeah, to me it's like it's akin to just wiping the dirt all over my shirt or the grease all over my shirt. I don't like the idea of wiping greasy, dirty things on fabric.
It's very effective.
Not just my fabric. I find it's more effective on like a wet napkin.
Oh.
If you can just give me a bunch of wet naps.
How about if there was a fabric napkin in a small bowl with warm water and maybe lemon?
Oh, I'm sure that would do the trick, but I also don't want that bowl of water to get all kind of brown and the oil would separate. And,
yes.
And then you'd see this gross looking. It looks like dishes that hadn't been done in a couple of weeks. I don't want that.
All right, Matthew, how are you rating your burger?
I'm going to rate it. It was just very messy. Tasted very good. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.5.
How did A+ go down to 7.5 on a 10-point scale?
There's letters of the alphabet that I have not explained to you yet. My own letters. They're A is not the first.
It got a Zeta Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess A+ and no, you're right. You called me on it. I have no idea.
So you like the taste. You did not like the messiness. 7.5.
Yeah. Yeah. If they could construct that burger without the messiness and make it look beautiful all the way down my gullet, I'm going to give it probably an 8.
Okay.
It's not much better. But
not much better, but sure.
Yeah.
I will also give this burger a 7.5. Just going right out with it. Yeah. And now let me explain why.
Show your work.
I do like the 2 patties. The cheese was good. All the ingredients, the lettuce, tomato, onions were really good. They were red onions, I'd like to be clear. And the pickle. The red onions have a sharper taste that I like on a burger. It was a juicy burger. It was a little greasy, but not overly greasy. I did use my fabric napkin a little bit now that I'm thinking about it. And it was a decent burger. I was about halfway through it, sort of eating it passively and talking to you and not really thinking about the burger, which to me means not exceptional. It was pretty good. I might even go down to a 7, but yeah, no, let's take a 7.5. Pretty good. Halfway through the burger, I realized I should start paying attention to this burger because I'm reviewing it.
Yeah.
The bun was nothing special. It was a little it was very soft, as you said about the whole burger.
Yeah, talk about your first bite. I want to know what went through your mind when your teeth just cut through it.
Nothing.
Okay.
It ate very easily.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to think about it. There were no problems, but also nothing spectacular. It was a very serviceable, good burger. Halfway through, I realized, this is pretty good. Maybe a little too salty because it's a little too greasy. Maybe a little mayonnaise or something like that would have helped. Maybe a little more of a different lettuce because I did like the one big leaf, but it wasn't enough. Aside from the 2 patties, which is a thing I really like, especially when you could put that American cheese right between it. It's good. I kind of wish this burger place had more options because their one burger was pretty good, but I'd like to see what happens if they mix it up a bit.
Yeah, they devoted like a quarter of their menu to burgers, and there was really only one burger.
Yeah, there's a chicken sandwich, basically, something with fish, and a veggie burger. I'll let the veggie burger stand as a burger, but it was a fine burger. It was a good burger. If you want a good burger, you can go here and get one. I suggest going on Monday or Wednesday when they have a deal for, I think it was $19 for a burger and a beer and fries. Or I presume fries come with it, but I don't know. As it stands, though, $22 for this burger is too much for this burger.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking $22 too much for that burger, but I recently went to A&W, got a burger. It was $8, and it was just a regular burger. It wasn't even a double burger. It was just a regular matzo burger. I'm paying $8 for that burger? This is fast food.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Well, how much is a Big Mac? A Big Mac's like $6.
It's also like, when you pay taxes on it and stuff, it comes out to about $7-8. Yeah. I'm just saying, like a burger that used to be, in the time of our fathers, a quarter. It was a pocket change. And I know the inflation, all this nonsense.
I'm not sure about that. I want to say even the original McDonald's burger was something like 55 cents.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying $8 for a burger. It's like $22 for this burger isn't that crazy.
Do you think this burger tasted nearly 3 times better than that single matzo burger?
No. I don't. That matzo burger
that settles it.
Delicious. But sloppy, as was this. So I don't even know where I stand.
You need a very clean burger. Maybe you need to get a burger that is pre-wrapped in its own paper.
But I don't like. Okay, so there's so many problems because I don't like the look of greasy paper. Because then I know what.
But like a wax paper, you don't see the greasy.
You don't see greasy in wax paper.
No, it depends on how greasy the burger is, I suppose.
I really need like an infiltrator burger. I think that's what it's called for me. It needs to be a burger that looks like.
What if they made a burger that was like a calzone or a pizza pocket, all contained actually in the bun?
Maybe. I'm thinking like, what's the mullet equivalent of a burger where
something with a shield on the back?
Well, more like, okay, this burger looks business. It's clean, it's refined, it's ready for a 9 a.m. meeting. People are going to give it its business, and then you bite into it, and once it's in your mouth, once it's behind the curtain of teeth and lips, it's a party, and it can get as dirty as it wants. It's like, as soon as you bite into it, that's when I want it to get dirty.
So somehow you want it to be all contained.
Yeah.
Until you bite into it.
Yeah. I want to look
like a pita pocket.
Yeah, but I have I guess, but it almost seems more like a taco then. Or something deep fried. Like if you could deep fry a whole burger, I guess, but the whole thing is greasy then.
So what if you had a very thin, like tortilla style wrap around the whole burger that would contain the contents?
Yeah. But you're just masking it. You're hiding it.
Yeah.
It's like that's.
Do you want it to change once you've bitten into it?
I want it to. This is the thing: is I want picture the analogy of the businessman.
Yes.
I don't want a homeless person with a blanket of a businessman on the blanket, and he's just walking around with a costume. I want it to be this very refined burger, but once
it's in your mouth.
Behind closed doors,
it
gets wild. And I don't know how that would work, like a gusher. You ever have a gusher? The candy?
Yes.
It's perfectly
contained.
It's gelatinous. I guess that's what we're talking about, but I don't want the burger to be contained. I don't know what I want. This is a thing, maybe something. This is a thing that the future Matthew might be able to go back in time and show me the ways.
I think I figured it out.
Okay.
Matthew, you want a burger that should be called the American Psycho. That up front, very presentable.
Yes.
Just what you want. And behind closed doors, it's a nightmarish terror
nightmarish chainsaw wielding.
Yeah.
Cocaine fueled.
And a little bloody.
I guess.